I'm doing this video for a guy that just sent me a question. And there's you can see the oil fill cap back here. Right there. I had to cut that off because it bumps into this, the bracket itself. So to make room and let it sit good, I had to screw a bolt down in there and cut it off. You can find your own way, but it has to be removed. And I threaded a bolt down there and with some thread lock, and filled it up with some of that metal epoxy stick on top of it so it couldn't go back down. But see, I had to cut the bottom of the tav plate off over here. Oh, sorry about that. You can see I had to cut that so I wouldn't have to lift the motor too high. I already lifted it, that high. If I lift it any more, the gas cap's going to be all the way to the frame. So if you don't want to lift your motor to ungodly proportions, you kind of have to do some cutting. And what else? You got to whack that bar off that comes across the front, because it interferes with this too. It won't fit. So I hope that helps. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's not like it just goes on there. It's not that bad, but you do have to change some crap. And I noticed there was a difference between what I had to cut off for the actual 212, Predator, which was a little bit different than, I don't know what these motors are that come on them when you buy them, 196cc, whatever, but they're not labeled Predator. But I still had to do the same kind of stuff, but on these stock ones, I didn't have a problem with having to plug the oil because it was already plugged. The rear one was false. It had a filler cap, but it's plugged already. So I just whacked that fucker off and, poof, I was done. But you can see I had to trim. You got to cut some off of there. So, anyways, that's where I'm at. Maybe you won't, but I certainly did. So there you go. But they're on there and they are amazing. I mean, this bike did 18 miles an hour, 20 maybe. And, now it's like 50, 55 miles an hour. It's fast. And also get in here and pull your throttle stop screw. There's a screw in there that'll stop the throttle short. And you remove that screw and you get a lot more. And then your spring in there, trim some of that spring off because it's too long. The spring behind it's too long. So if you trim it, you get full throttle. Okay, I'm out of here. Any more questions, let me know and I'll try to help. I've done 3 of these. I got 3 tabs on 3 Coleman, so I kind of consider myself an expert. Not that this is the only way it can be done, but it worked, and they work good. All right, bye.